plays.
Or matter of fact, who influenced you? You know what I mean?
My family plays a huge influence on my life. My I just look at it at the end of the day, you are only held accountable for your own actions.
Yeah.
So I try to put good shit out so I can get good shit back.
I go in, I look up like your zodiac sign, and I go into like you say you're a Gemini, so I go into like Gemini traits.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read it off to you, and you tell me. A lot of concerts and everything. You've had like numerous artists there. What made you do the patio? Was it because you wanted to do a lot of artists, to bring artists there, or is just that you just wanted to bring another venture to the?
Is spades, dominoes, Xbox, PlayStation, and we have all the games there.
Right.
Speed ahead for bread to be 100. I ain't going to it, then I'm coming from it. Leave all that crash for the dummies. Stay fresher than a mall mannequin. Drip management so scandalous. Some feel it's career damage. And we cover real with a hood logic. Latest news and the good topics. Low down dirt, oh we got it. On that real, that's how we rock it. Country cunning and we real cocky. Women gossip, know you heard about it. Word is that we been popping on that king shit. Call me hood jockey. Tune in, it's about to start. Studio life after dark. Just as soon as the night spark. Studio life after dark. Need tips to the chicks hard. Studio life after dark. Stock market tips, hottest car. Studio life after dark. Tune in, it's about to start. Studio life after dark. Just soon as the night spark. Studio life after dark. Need tips to the chicks hard. Studio life after dark. Stock market tips, hottest car. Studio life after dark. 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 Studio life.
All right, y'all. Studio Life is a podcast for bringing out entrepreneurs, leaders, musicians, all type of influencers inside and outside our community, y'all. Today we got a special guest in the building. This guy's an innovator. I want to give him a long intro because he done a lot of things like from now, currently, and back in the day. I want y'all to welcome in Jay Fuller from Plush Bar and Grill. Yeah, you gotta bring the crowd on it. The couch in on that. What's been going on with you, man?
I can't call it.
What's been going on, man?
Working.
Working.
That's it.
Always working.
It don't motherfucking stop.
I got it, man. I get it. That's the same way I feel. Nah, you good on that. You good on that. Working is a good thing, though, for real.
Right.
So look, I want to know. I know you had a different path before you started Plush Bar and Grill.
True.
But I want you to go into the beginning of Plush Bar and Grill, like how it came into form. You know, what made you want to get into it?
Believe it or not, everything started from the salon.
Okay.
I was a hairstylist. I did, if you were who's who,
Right.
I did your hair.
Okay.
If you was popping, I did your hair.
Right.
It went from that to throwing a birthday party. Through the birthday party, I'm talking about blew up like the World Trade Center.
Okay.
After that, a couple of clubs reached out to me about doing events at their places. Started at Phoenix
I remember Phoenix.
in Fairfield.
Yeah, I remember Phoenix.
That was the first location.
Downtown Fairfield.
Second location, believe it or not, is where the Butt Naked Club is now. On the
Third
Super
Avenue?
Highway. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the second location.
You did parties out that building?
I did a birthday party out of there.
Okay.
That motherfucker smacked.
Okay.
After that, the Palace. I brought Pinky the Porn Star.
Okay.
We locked 3rd Avenue down all the way down to Illerton Meat Market, like traffic was at a standstill.
Right.
Dealt with the Palace for years on birthday parties, Christmas events. Left there, a good friend of mine, Keith, that owned the Onyx. I started doing the after hours there. I was at the after hours with Keith for probably about 7-8 years.
Okay.
Left there, and another girlfriend of mine, Pi, on Reflections.
Okay. Remember Reflections?
I went and worked with Pi for a couple of years until she just got tired of the club business altogether and ended up shutting the building down. And I sat down for a minute, and I knew Eric, but I didn't know that Eric was closing the club down. And
Which club was that?
EJ's.
EJ's, okay.
I didn't know that he was closing it down. And a mutual friend of ours put us together. We worked out all the paperwork, and Plush was born.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back to like when you said you was a beautician and you started doing hair. Like, when did that start and how did it get started?
I started doing hair when I was in high school.
Okay.
I went to the barber shop.
And for the people who don't know you, like you got giving them like a history on like when did that started, like what year, like show your growth and when you started, like how long you been doing that.
I did hair up until 3 years ago.
Okay.
I just stopped when we opened up Plush because Plush is like a full-time job.
Right.
And I started doing hair when I was 15.
Okay.
So you could just get a variation of the length of time between that. But I was going to get my hair cut and I looked at how much we were paying for haircuts, and just one Saturday, my dad was out of town, my mom told us to come and go with her. I ended up going to the salon with her, and I sat there and watched the whole process of what the girl did, and I was like, how much she charge you? And when she said how much she charged you, I said, I could do that.
What was the prices back?
Shit, I think then a wash set was maybe like $30.
$30?
$30.
Damn.
But shit, at that point a haircut was what, like $7, $8?
Right. Nah, it ain't $7, $8 now.
Shit, nah.
My barber over there in the cut, it ain't $7, $8 now.
How much is a haircut now?
Haircut and shave, I tried 30.
Okay.
Right.
That's about right. This girl at Restaurant Depot, day before yesterday to be exact, I just gave her my barber's number. Shout out to Tommy the barber.
Tommy, which Tommy?
Thetford.
Yeah. I talked to Tommy today.
Yeah. That's my barber.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even know how much Tommy charged.
Right.
I just always pay him and try to tip.
The price then went up though. Pretty much.
She told me that she got in touch with her husband's barber because her barber was out of town, and like she got a little low brush cut. He told her $75.
Damn.
For a haircut.
Yeah. The price then went up definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much, as far as your business and everything, where you was doing the beautician work and the club work, like how much did your family play an influence on you doing your work now?
My family plays.
Oh, matter of fact, who influenced you? You know what I mean?
My family plays a huge influence on my life.
Okay.
My family is the backbone of anything that I do, and that's immediate family and family that's not blood.
Gotcha.
Like for instance.
What's up, family? Antoine Williams here, and I'm the host of I Am Devoted podcast. And I just want to introduce myself to you. Listen, my show, I Am Devoted podcast, is all about making biblical truth accessible to the believer who is living a devoted life as a disciple of Christ. Listen, if you are that believer and you need somewhere to tap in, you can find me on all social media platforms. I am on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and I am on TikTok. I can't wait to see you there. All right, y'all. Go in peace, family. I love you.
My best friend, which I call my sister that you're friends with.
Yeah.
Touche.
Oh yeah. That's my classmate.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we family.
Right.
Family.
And has always been that way because I mean I can think like back years ago, like 10 plus years, like it might have been even 20 years ago. Like
it's been a long
when
time.
I saw you, I saw Touche.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then y'all actually was working in the same shop together.
Right.
Was it her shop or your shop?
Her shop.
Her shop. Okay.
Her shop.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, my family, my brother, my mom, my sister, aunts, uncles, cousin, everybody is supportive.
Right.
My grandmother, grandfather, everybody supportive.
Okay. So when you were doing hair, did you enjoy doing that? Like,
I love doing hair.
Really?
I went from, and my mama laugh all the time. I told my mama, I went from being a psychiatrist
Okay.
to just dealing with one person at a time to run an insane asylum.
Okay.
because dealing with the club, you got such a diverse group of people, and that's just the people that work there.
Right.
That aren't the patrons. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't never what you do. It's always how you do it.
Right. Okay. Okay, so the club scene now, as far as the Plush Bar and Grill, one of your biggest things that you have going right now, I think, is the Baddest Do Brunch on Sunday. How did that come about?
That came about with Emilio. Emilio is from, I think, St. Louis, but Emilio was in Montgomery.
Okay.
And when we opened up, he reached out and said that he had an idea that he wanted to do, and I said, let's run it.
Right.
And consistency,
Right.
it just paid off.
When you partnered with him, was it like a slow process, or was something that you just, when you thought about it, you were just like, yeah, let me go ahead and do this?
When when we sat down initially and mapped the whole play, it was like, okay, let's run it.
Right.
Let's run it. Now the process of building it up,
Right.
that took months, even a year, to build it up. But like I said, consistency.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I noticed like every Sunday, even with my clothing store, it actually caused me to stay open later, or well, matter of fact, open earlier on Sundays because of your event, because we're so close in proximity when it comes to the
Right.
atmosphere.
Right.
People was like, they was inboxing me telling me, hey, I'm going to
Well,
Plush Sunday.
I send my bartenders to you
Oh, yeah.
to come and get outfits
Yeah,
for
I know.
events and everything.
Right.
And anybody say something, I'll be like, okay, well, you need to go right here.
Right. And they definitely pull up for real though. So another thing I was gonna ask you, like what inspired you to really open the club? You know, from being a beautician, you know, having success doing that, and for actually you have to stop doing that, like what made you actually want to open up a club and just say, I'm gonna put the beautician part to the side and I'm gonna open up a club? Because that's two different type of ventures.
I was already in it.
Okay.
From, like I said, from the relationship I had at the Onyx to the relationship I had at Reflections, I was already in it, like full throttle.
Right.
So it wasn't so much as a transition. It just went from me knowing everything about running the front end to actually having my own, because Plush is me and my brother's club.
Right.
My brother just let me handle everything.
Right.
But it went from me knowing everything on the front end, from, like I said, the experience that I learned from dealing with Keith and from dealing with Pi. I learned a lot from those two individuals, and I learned different things from them.
Yeah, I think that's important, man, that you actually saw, you know, other people doing, you know, like Keith and, you know, other people doing certain things in the club, and it kind of showed you a way to.
The blessing behind that was, and I try to be the same way, they didn't mind answering none of my questions.
Right.
Or if I wanted to know something, they'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have a lot of people in a lot of positions. They're there, and if they feel like you trying to do something, they automatically look at you as competition. So it's like, oh, I ain't telling that motherfucker shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't to play with them. Like, whatever I asked them, they was gonna let me know what it was. And even when we got Plush, like I said, they taught me a lot of stuff on the front end. I didn't know everything I needed to know on the back end.
But you know what though, nowadays, it's 2022. A lot of times, there's more business owners that's opening up business now. So like you mentioned that Keith helped you and other people help you.
Right.
Nowadays, people don't tend to help each other when it comes to like opening business. People kind of like closed mouth, like they look at it as this person may be competition or that person may be a competition.
I mean, well, that's just that individual.
Right.
You got a lot of people that are just self-absorbed, self-consumed, and just selfish.
But why is that though?
Because that's just a part of their DNA.
Okay.
From being in the hair game, you got to think about it. We in the salon, it's 7 or 8 of us in the salon that's rim boost.
Right.
You got your clientele, you got your clientele, you got your clientele, you got your clientele. Ain't nobody tripping off who doing what, you know what I'm saying? You might have a walk-in come in, whoever they choose to go to, or they might choose to come to me. But I'm booked up.
Right.
I'm gonna send them to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I think it's okay for you to have that mind frame. But do you think it's more so like a generational thing? Is the reason why people don't help each other as much when it comes to business?
Not necessarily. I still feel like it's individual situation.
Yeah. I just noticed the way things are today is people, they kind of a little bit hesitant to help the next person that's next to them. Let's say if I came to somebody, or somebody came to me for information, I would help them.
Right.
But more so, someone else coming to a different individual, they may not help them.
But that still boils down to that individual. That's just like all of us could leave here right now and say we finna go to the BJCC.
Right.
All of us ain't got to take the same route.
Right.
But we still gonna get there.
Okay. That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense.
So you got people that are willing to help people, and then you got motherfuckers that's bitter, that don't even want to see you win. You see what I'm saying?
See, that may be the reason then.
You got some people. It's such a melting pot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Of the reasons why. You know what I'm saying?
People don't tend to help each other.
Right. I just look at it at the end of the day, you are only held accountable for your own actions.
Yeah.
So I try to put good shit out.
Yeah.
So I can get good shit back.
I mean, I feel like it's enough money out here for people to shouldn't be so hesitant to help one another when it comes to like business. Not necessarily business all the time, but it can just be like general information. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this wholeheartedly. I get where you coming from. There are a lot of blacks.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like,
but why is that though? I hadn't wrapped my mind around like why people tend to.
You ain't. Some shit, it ain't meant for you to understand, because once you understand it, dumb you down to the level that they at.
Okay. That makes sense. Make a whole lot of sense. I appreciate you breaking it down, because I really hadn't thought about it like that way, because I'm always into like trying to help people move.
But see, that's
you know what I mean?
That's not your train of thought.
Yeah.
With that not being your train of thought, it's hard for you to even fathom the thought of even trying to understand that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You can't understand it.
Right.
Because that ain't what you own.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so the club, as far as like, I know you do the Baddest Do brunch. We talked about that. I know you've expanded with your food selection and everything. So can you go into like detail on, as far as, I know you try to cover like every day of the week, and that's one thing that I really admire about your business, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
I think
Thursday.
a lot of people get it misconstrued though. Every day of the week we have a full menu.
Right.
Just on certain days,
Right.
on the days that, like for instance, Wing Wednesday.
Right.
It's called Wing Wednesday because wings are on sale on Wednesday.
But that's just marketing though, right?
Right, that's just
Right,
marketing.
okay.
For Thick Burger Thursday, we sell hamburgers every day of the week.
Okay, real quick, give us a rundown on every day of the week, like what you got going on.
Monday Night Football, 50-cent wings on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Happy hour drinks with beer and mixed drinks. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is the only day that we do sell tacos though.
Right.
Wing Wednesday, which now we're closed on Wednesdays for the time being, because now we're open on Mondays. I need at least one fucking day off.
Right. That's just temporary, right?
Right, just one. Thick Burger Thursdays. Friday, fish fry Fridays. Seafood Saturdays. Seafood Saturdays might be changing. I'm in the works of putting something situated with like sort of like juke joint, old school.
Okay. I like the juke joints.
Saturdays for an older crowd up in the day. So we praying on that, and then we got brunch on Sundays. Okay. But besides Sunday strictly brunch.
Strictly brunch.
You can only order from the brunch menu.
Okay.
The rest of the days of the week, the whole menu is available, from shrimp and grits to chicken and shrimp Alfredo to ribeye steaks, loaded potatoes, salad, crab legs, lobster tails, shit. Whatever you want, we got it.
Okay. What are your hours on Sunday then?
From 12 to 5.
12 to 5, okay.
12 to 5.
So you strictly shut it down at 5, or
No.
if you got a crowd at
If
5,
that,
you
if
going
that bitch jumping, we run it.
Okay.
If that bitch jumping, but the kitchen is shut down.
Okay.
The kitchen is shut down, but the club will still be going.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, see, with you being an entrepreneur for a long time, as far as you're doing hair, running the club, like,
I never worked for nobody.
hey, I love that.
I mean, like, I never had a job where I worked for nobody.
Okay. What are some of the challenges that you've had? Not necessarily with Plush, but when you were doing hair, like, I know you probably got a long list of probably things or maybe challenges, but like, what's one of your biggest challenges that you've had to overcome?
Staying out your feelings.
Explain it.
You know, a lot of people look at the glass half full. A lot of people look at the glass half empty.
Okay.
I just thank God I got a glass with something in it.
Okay. That's dope.
On top of that, of feeling away behind people that you know you fuck with, not coming to patronize you or not coming to buy your product or whatever. The biggest task of any entrepreneur is staying out your feelings.
Right.
Stay out your feelings, because what's for you is for you.
Okay. Well, at this point, we're going to go into a question I have. I pretty much say this to like all the guests that come through.
Cool.
Okay, so it's, I ask people their zodiac sign.
I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini?
Twisted as fuck.
Right, so what
Twisted as fuck.
So when I go in, I look up like your zodiac sign, and I go into like, you say you're a Gemini, so I go into like the Gemini traits.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read it off to you, and you tell me whether it's accurate or not.
Okay, cool.
All right. We're gonna look up Gemini traits.
It all depends on which motherfucker you talking to.
Hey, we're gonna go into it real quick. And I'm gonna read it off to you, and you tell me whether it's accurate or not.
Bet.
All right, it said Geminis are flexible, extroverts, and clever, and there's never a boring moment while they're around. Their flaws include indecisiveness, impulsiveness, unreliability, and nosiness. Therefore, they don't disclose a Gemini your innermost, deepest fears.
I'm reliable.
I can believe that.
Everything else dead on.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
I'm the motherfucker if don't nobody else answer the phone.
Right.
I'm going to answer.
You gonna answer?
My mama. But see, you know, and I'm going to tell you this too with that. You got to look at, even if whatever sign you is, you got to look at what you was raised by.
It's important.
I was raised by a Cancer and a Virgo.
Okay.
So I got a lot of those traits too.
Do you believe in like the zodiac world, the horoscopes and all that stuff?
I can't say I believe, but I feel like people have characteristics.
Right. Okay, cool.
Studio closed, studio closed, studio closed, studio closed, studio closed, studio closed. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man J. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man J. Come shop with us, cause you probably gon' pay too much if it's not with us. Keep popping up with the latest fashion, got haters watching and the latest accent. Satisfaction, I was guaranteed, believe we got exactly what you need. You gon' leave out here with some jack, custom serves gon' make you come back. If you want that rip the runway style, get it. Latest outfits, we stay with it. Hottest ones in the whole city. Juice Man, stay with it. You want that rip the runway style, get it. Latest outfits, we stay with it. Hottest ones in the whole city. Juice Man, J, stay with it. Take a shot. Got tomorrow's trends and the latest fashion. Studio clothing. Great prices, 2 facts, they ain't taxes. Studio clothing. Got all the wants, must have. Studio clothing. Investment 1,400 night fashion. Come on down and rolling where everybody's going. Catch them for they closing. Studio clothing. Come on down and rolling where everybody's going. Catch them for they closing. Studio clothing. Come see us at Studio Clothing, 1400 9th Avenue North, Suite 148, Bessemer, Alabama, 35020. See you there. Studio Clothing. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man J. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man J. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man Man J. If you're looking for a deal today, come holla at Juice Man J. Ayy.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Studio Life After Dark. Studio Life After Dark been voted as like the #1 podcast in the city of Bessemer for baby mamas with at least 3 kids, y'all. Real talk, y'all.
You got 2 kids, you fucked up.
No, you got 2 kids, you fucked up. You gotta have at least 3. It's the #1 podcast for baby mamas with at least 3 kids.
All right.
Like for real. All right, y'all, we're gonna jump back into it. We talked about your zodiac signs, how accurate that was. We talked about the club. We talked about the beauticians when you was doing hair and everything. So now I want to go into as far as like Plush Bar and Grill. You do a lot of concerts and everything. You had like numerous artists there. What made you do the patio? Was it because you wanted to do a lot of artists? To bring artists there, or is just that you just wanted to bring another venture to the spot?
I'm from Bessemer.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring some things to Bessemer.
Okay.
I mean, you hear people talk about Birmingham and Bessemer and
Right.
the invisible line.
Right.
But I done partied everywhere.
Right.
But I felt like, okay, if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this in Bessemer,
Right.
I'm from Bessemer. Let's bring these folks to Bessemer.
So before, like, actually, there wasn't really a whole lot of people that actually come into Bessemer for concerts and everything. I know they had like what was they call that little club down there? The Diamond Club.
Yeah.
They did a couple things and everything, but you brought like big name artists. Like, I'm gonna let you go into it though, but you brought a lot of artists
Let me
into
see,
the.
who all we brought? We had,
Recently, like, you brought a whole lot of people.
I'm trying to remember. Forgive me if I forget.
Finesse 2 times.
If I forget somebody, I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Okay.
Asian Doll,
Okay. That's 1.
Pastor Troy,
Okay.
LeChat,
That's 3.
Sir Charles, Pokebell,
5.
Plies, Finesse 2 times, Big Boogie,
Okay.
Uncle Clifford.
Okay.
I'm missing some folks though. Y'all forgive me, I done got old.
No, hold up. I'm gonna help you out. You said it.
We had a couple of NFL players.
Okay.
We done had a couple of celebrities that just pop up unbeknownst.
Right.
I don't know, Plush just a vibe.
Right. And that's what I always hear though. Like when a lot of people saying they going to Plush, they saying they going for the vibe experience.
And Plush is not, for the record, Plush is not a gay club. I'm gay. I'm gay.
Who said that?
But Plush is not a gay club. I mean,
I don't think I heard that one, Jay.
I have.
I hadn't heard that one
I
yet.
have.
I hadn't heard that one at all.
That's for the record.
Right.
That's on what that bitch said, Mary had a little lamb.
I ain't heard that one yet, though.
I have.
Right.
I have.
That's
I
crazy,
have.
though. That's
but that's
new
just
to
to
me.
clear the air.
Right. Okay.
Plush is diverse,
Right.
and we don't discriminate.
Right.
I mean, for real, Plush just a vibe.
Right. I mean, most people that I hear talking about it, though, they always saying they going for the vibe, they going for the food, they going for the atmosphere. You know what I mean?
It's cool.
Right.
And I ain't saying it because it's just my spot. But it's
Right.
cool.
No, I hear it myself just
Yeah,
in
it's
my
cool.
spot. I hear a lot of people saying that they going to Plush for the atmosphere. They going
it's
for the
cool.
vibe. They going for the food. You know what I mean? I've been in the parking lot before where people just pull up, whether they get the food and leave or they get the food and they hang out.
Right.
And you also have like pool tables.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got the
I
patio.
said Plush sort of like a combo.
Right.
A restaurant, a pool hall, a lounge, a
Right.
nightclub,
It's for everybody.
all in one.
Right.
All in one.
That's dope.
Whatever you're looking for, you can get it.
Right. You got the hookahs and everything. You know, that's the number one thing who females look for when they go to a club.
Hookahs.
If it ain't a hookah, they don't want to be there.
Right.
Hookah is like,
They for real about them hookahs though.
man, they dead ass for real about them hookahs.
They be for real about them hookahs.
If you ain't got that hookah in there, like, they really like, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere else for real. The hookah is like, it's for the experience and it's for the look. A lot of them don't smoke, but if you got that hookah, they gonna hit that hookah, man.
Till them coals completely gone.
Right. So what you offer as far as the hookahs, like when they come in, like they have to get a table or something, they pay for the hookah, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
majority of the time it's free to come in.
Okay.
Unless it's an event or something like that right
Right.
there. And we let you know that you got to pay for it. But 9 times out of 10, you come in, you say you want a hookah. You do what you want to do.
And they pay for the hookah and then they do their thing.
And you can sit wherever you want to sit.
What's your busiest night of the week?
Monday.
Monday?
Mondays for game night.
Mm-hmm.
On Mondays be crazy, man. They watching the game. We got pool tournaments going on. We actually do 2 pool tournaments a night.
Right.
Everybody that's playing put into the pot and winner take all.
Okay.
Whiz, spades, dominoes,
Okay.
Xbox, PlayStation, and we have all the games there.
Right.
And it's a vibe.
Gotcha.
It's a vibe. So Monday, right now, as far as days of the week, Monday be jumping.
Okay.
Latest night on Friday nights be cool. It be full of ladies. If righteous, it be full of ladies. Saturday nights be cool. Sometimes we have live entertainment, but we not no strip club.
And I was gonna ask you that too before it's about live entertainment. Like, what do you offer for that?
We not a strip club, so sometimes we'll just bring live entertainment in just for the fellas.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay, man. Real quick, man, right here, give me your social media information, like where they can find you, where they can contact Plush.
Facebook, Plush Bar and Grill. Instagram, Plush Bar and Grill 205. Snap, Plush Bar and Grill 205. TikTok, Plush Bar and Grill 205.
You got TikTok? You use your TikTok?
Guess what? Fuck TikTok. Cause they banned my first page. My first page was jumping.
Why they ban it?
I don't even know. They didn't even tell me why. I just try to do a promo on there of, we got this lobster bowl.
Okay.
Where you get 2 big lobster tails over mashed potatoes.
Okay.
With shrimp and a specialty sauce that we make in house.
Okay.
I tried to post that and they said my promo was banned. I'm like, it ain't nothing but food. So I don't know what type of logistics
TikTok ain't give you no love.
Get what? I don't know what be going on, but I love TikTok.
But you
I love TikTok.
let me find out you being somewhere in the corner doing some TikTok.
Hey. Oh no, I don't do, matter of fact, I'm not even on
Okay.
social media. I strictly use social media for promo.
Right. Do you handle your own accounts and everything?
I handle everything.
Okay.
I
know sometimes, like, a lot of business owners, they may have someone else doing their social media.
I do everything.
Promoting
That's even like going to Restaurant Depot and Sam's Wholesale and a lot of places that we have to go as far as distribution to go and buy our stuff.
Right.
I don't let nobody pull none of my stuff.
Okay.
I go pull everything.
Right.
I tried that when we first got in business, and I might go and get a whole steak loin, but the steak loin ain't fresh.
Right.
So now I got to give you that back to give me a fresh one. I might go and the lettuce withered or the tomatoes, all the tomatoes in the thing ain't right. I'd rather choose everything myself and go and pick it up myself. Because if I'm going to give somebody something, I want to give somebody something that I would eat.
Right. Okay. Well, anything you want to give to your audience real quick, your customers, your supporters and everything, anything you want to tell them before we get up out of here?
The usual. I appreciate the support. I love y'all and many blessings.
That's what's up, man. Once again, we got Jay Fuller with Plush Bar and Grill, former beautician. You know what I'm saying? Still doing this thing, been doing this thing for years, y'all. One thing about this platform, man, we like to uplift people, bring folks forward, and like to recognize people for all the hard work they've been doing. And I think you're doing a great job, man. I wish you much success. Continue doing what you do for real, though. Like real talk, man.
Likewise.
Been knowing you a long time, man, and you've been doing your time. Yeah, you've been handling your business ever since, man.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, much love to you, like for
All
real,
love.
man. Handle that.
All right. Good.
It's a wrap.
So we done.
Studio Afterlife After Dawn. Yeah,
I can go get high now.
you go ahead.